Doug Ford predict Olivia Chow would increase property tax? We're going to have a listen to Doug talking about this. And I'd like to point out the first article of 10.5%. That is just a prelude, because the other 6%, which she will go to, is if the federal government doesn't give that 6%, whatever dollar amount that is. So it's really 16% is what she is aiming for. So let's have a listen to Doug in his own words talk about the property tax that he predicted and a lot of other people did predict. And then we'll go through a bit of a comedy sketch on reality if he actually told the truth.
You want my opinion? If Olivia Chow gets in, it'll be unmitigated disaster. Taxes are going to go up 25 to 30% when people can't afford the rent, can't afford mortgages now. Businesses are going to be fleeing Toronto as far as I'm concerned. I'll tell you, I've talked to business communities, both myself and the previous mayor, John Tory. People are terrified. Businesses are terrified. Therefore, the workers should be terrified, because we've seen what happens when a mayor, she makes David Miller look like fiscal conservative, and companies will start fleeing. They'll start going. Maybe it's good news for the mayor of Burlington, because all the companies will be coming out here to the GTA. But folks, remember this: God forbid Olivia Chow gets elected, your taxes are going up at an unprecedented rate. Companies will leave, and I'll tell you, I hear rumors, even the staff at City Hall is worried. So get out there and vote. I always say that's going to be your choice. I'm voting for Mark Saunders. I don't dictate to people who to vote for, but I think he'd be the best person to keep the taxes low, keep economic development going, and we'll see what happens on next Monday, I guess.
Well, that next Monday was Olivia Chow winning, and it's really nice that Doug is being honest about that. And I know a lot of people are blaming Doug now for the tax increases. Well, just give the money to Toronto, just give it. But I think every municipality and every government is very stretched with money, that it is just drying up. And, Trudeau bringing in 1 million people, where's the for that? And even the carbon increase. Technically, the greenhouse gases increase per person. So how are you even supposed to get to net zero if you bring 1 million people in? Like it's growing, which is even more crazy. It's not like stagnant. So I know that everyone's under a lot of pressure, and I don't think it's going to happen. But miracles come out. Trudeau can just get the printing press going anyways and just redo it, because that's what he does anyway. So let's have a listen now to Doug if he actually told the truth. Let's have a listen.
Olivia Chow. If your plan is to ask the province of Ontario for funding for Toronto, let me be clear. Nobody in Ottawa or Ontario will give more money to fix Toronto's crime and mismanaging of the city. You increase taxes yourself in Toronto to pay for any promise you make during your mayoral race. Don't say otherwise. You fix Toronto yourself.
Well, there you go. That would be Doug telling the truth, and obviously that's entertainment only if you couldn't tell. And I'd like to congratulate Olivia Chow because she is fulfilling her promise. She said she would increase, well, actually modestly, and then the reporter tried to say, well, how much? And she said basically she's going to ask Doug and Trudeau, and if she can't, she'll raise taxes in whatever amount that is. She never really wanted to say exactly, because that would scare the crap out of everyone. And Trudeau does this too as well. Modest increases, responsible deficit, all that. Like he said that too in 2015. Like they will say anything possible to get elected. And once they're in, it's game over. And, even Pierre Poilievre too. It's hard to say balance the budget or whatever you want too, because they want to stay obviously more than 4 years. And they don't know until they look at it. And the budgets, they haven't been balanced in a few years. And I think it's going to be this 80 years or so before if it ever does get balanced. So I don't even understand how the government, the current, whatever government, has the responsibility to make these statements saying when they will balance it or whatever. Like this should be common knowledge from an accounting firm of what can be done and if it's even possible. So congratulations on Olivia for saying exactly what she promised. She did exactly that. Even Stephen Guilbeault and what's her name, Catherine McKenna, they fulfilled their promise. They said they were going to increase taxes for greenhouse gases, and they did it. They delivered. So it's hard to say that it's not they're not fulfilling what they're supposed to. It's just a pandemic came in and reckless spending and et cetera. Then it's really not the right time. And in April they will increase the taxes again. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll leave a video. I did one too of the candidates for Olivia Chow for Toronto because that was so horrible. The 115 candidates, and social media is where the votes come from too as well. I mean, we live in an age where the more people you can talk to, the better. And if you don't really have enough people to contact, then it's not going to happen. And there was that guy, Chris Sky, that had a lot of people too, followers, but then I think that guy has followers outside of Canada, or outside of Toronto at least too, and outside of Canada. So it really didn't matter. And there was another guy too, I don't even remember his name, Marco Angelo or something like that. I still don't know who he is, and I don't really care to look him up, but he had a lot of followers and no impact whatsoever. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll make a video of the YouTube people that I checked their followers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.